Hey guys, welcome back to a new guide video. Today I will show you how to play Sona. So Sona is pretty much a hyper carry just in the support role. She's able to provide a ton of utility for her team later on as she gets really low cooldown on her abilities. Early game though is rather weak. She's very vulnerable to engage support, so you're mainly looking to play it out as safe as possible and scale towards the later stages. So Sona has two different passives. The first one, when she casts abilities, then this aura will appear around her, and if her allies are staying within that aura zone, then they will also get empowered based on which abilities she used. The second part of her passive, basically her basic abilities will give her stacks of her passive, and once she reaches 3 stacks, then her next basic attack will also become empowered. And also depends on which abilities you used as the last one. So your Q, for example, it can hit up to 2 targets at once and it prioritizes the enemy champions. And the aura, the blue one, as you saw right here, will make it so the next basic attack from your ally will deal bonus damage. And what's super important here is that you make sure that your ally stays within that aura zone, because you also get some mana back. So in order to constantly be able to throw out abilities, you want to stay close to your allies, so get that mana back so you can keep poking people down and healing your allies as well. So your Q is used to poke people and your W is to heal. And when you use that W, then you get that green zone, and if your allies stay within that zone, then they also get a small shield. Same goes for you. I'll say this is not very good for us at the moment. We're gonna lose this for sure. We are not able to match a early game Lee Sin. Just trying to cover as much as possible, but this looks pretty doomed honestly. Just barely made it out. I don't really have any mana at this point, but yeah, this champion is very mana hungry because you're looking to spam your abilities later on in the game. That's why I have presence of mind. That's also something you really want to abuse in the laning phase, if you can get those auto attacks off, so you activate that presence of mind and get that extra mana regen. Nice, that's perfect. It sucks a bit Jhin died though, but it is what it is. So your E is like a speed boost, and you can of course also give that to your allies. They stay within that aura. And the thing is, guys, the passive, of course, that empowered auto attack have different effects based on which ability is used at the end. You can of course switch that up. It is not locked to one ability. If you use another ability, then that basic attack will switch as well. So your Q, empowered auto attack, is used for damage. The W one is really important. It is the ability you max out first, and it will actually reduce the damage output of the target by a certain percentage. That's very good when you play against assassins, for example, someone who's looking to engage onto ADC. If you use that empowered auto attack with the green effect, which is the W, then you're going to reduce the damage output. So it's like a mini exhaust. And it can potentially end up saving your ally as well. And then the E, empowered auto attack with the E aura, will slow the target. So that one is good to use when you are getting ganked or you want to all in someone, then you try to slow them. So it's easier for your allies to hit their skill shots or any other ability. The Sona early laning phase goal is to not to die, obviously, because she's a hard scaling hyper carry pretty much, so you're looking to play it out safe and get your items. I'm just gonna recall here because I don't have summoners up. Maybe I can get away from the bottom side. I would have been dead 100% if there was a ward in that brush. Luckily there was nothing, but my ADC died, so that blows quite a bit. I am using the tier though because it allows her to scale up much. Makes her much stronger in the late game. She has a lot more mana to work with, so you can spam your abilities on nice steal per sec. That's actually perfect. Remember to give your allies the aura in team fights. You want to make sure that they are staying within that radius, so they also get the bonus effects. That's really important. Yeah, that was a really good fight for us, so we can just head back into lane. And they also get a kill on Corki, so our top laner is doing really well this game, so that's perfect for us. She's going to scale as well. We have pretty good scaling on our side. We have a Camille and we also have a Sona. It's impossible to team fight against the Sona in the super late game because she has such a low cooldown on all of her abilities, so she's just gonna constantly spam heals, shields, speed buffs, and just poke you down as well at the same time. Also remember, as I showed in the combos early on, the empowered auto attack from your passive is an auto attack reset, so you can combine that with a normal auto attack right before you get that empowered one to auto attack reset and get some damage off really fast as well. You need to take the fruits here so you can stay in lane for longer. This is like a really dangerous lane for Sona because Twitch, he has his invisibility on his Q, and then there's Nautilus as well, which is a very bad matchup for Sona because if you ever get caught without summoners, then you're going to die. Do not see Twitch on the map. He's most likely, he should be here soon. So now the ultimate is up. This ultimate is part of what makes Sona so incredibly strong in the late game. It has that active which will stun people in an AoE, which of course is also really powerful in teamfights and for catching down targets. But the passive of this ability will make it so Sona's basic ability cooldowns are permanently reduced. First point in that ultimate will give you permanent 10% reduction on your basic abilities, and then second point 25%, and then the last point will give 40%. If you get that level 16 on Sona, guys, you can already see how extremely annoying she will be to play against, because those abilities will be on such a low cooldown. Now the only problem here though is that she needs mana. That's a really nice bait I did right here. I intentionally walked up, so I tried to let Nautilus hook me so they would try to all in, and that would set Zac up for a free gank. But yeah, the only problem you will have is the mana pool. That's why I like to build tier on this champion, because that pretty much solves all of your problems. You have tier and then you have presence of mind. So you get one assist in a team fight, and then you're going to get a lot of mana back thanks to the presence of mind, so that will help solve your mana issues. Stacks again coming in bottom side. Oh yeah, there they are. That's a really nice them. You can use the empowered E auto attack to slow people, of course. That's very good when you're getting ganked. Ganking people as well, want to chase them. Nice, we got Lee Sin as well. Jin needs to play safe here because I need to recall. I have a lot of gold. Lucidity boots are super important. You get a lot of ability haste on your abilities and summon spells as well. Ability haste, super important on Sona. But also tier 2 boots get a lot of bonus movement speed. She's very vulnerable to ganks and engage support, so that extra mobility can help you avoid skill shots and just avoid ganks in general. Just need to... okay, that's a knowledge. Yeah, they were camping. But this is what happens when you play against these types of support, so I had to watch out for that. Now we can turn. My ultimate is up. There we go. Really nice 2-man hit on that ultimate. Of course, that's a free win. We can also turn on Twitch, but probably will not be able to chase him down because of his Q stealth. But this turned out to be pretty well for us. That ultimate is a high impact ability. Can really turn a team fight around if you manage to hit multiple champions at once. Because you get so much sustain from that W as well, that's why you want to max that out as your first, because you are playing a enchanter. You want to heal your allies as often as possible while also giving them that shield from that aura. Almost have enough gold for Shurelias. The mythic item that's built the most on Sona nowadays. It is used by the best Sona player in the world, the Shubart. He's a EUS challenger, Sona 1-trick. And this is pretty much the only mythic item he's using recently. But Moonstone is also an option. Yeah, we should not keep chasing here. Also, Corki has a lot of burst damage and Sona is squishy, right? She does not build tank items. She can go for a Sonya's Hourglass, but that's pretty much it. She doesn't really build any tank items at all, so if you get caught out in a fight, then you're just going to die straight up. The positioning is very important and my ADC just ran it down, but yeah. It's a bit risky for a Jhin to stay alone against a Nautilus and a Twitch, but good teleport by Camille secured us a kill on the ADC, so it is not too bad. And the thing is, guys, this champ actually scales decently well with AP as well, so you can also go for a AP heavy build. You especially want to do that if you play Sona as a carry. Go for Corki. Oh, flashes down, we should still be able to chase him. I'm not gonna waste the ultimate right here because we know he doesn't have anything else up, so it's better that I save it and maybe can use that for another team fight or to catch somebody else. But yeah, before using that ultimate, remember that it's somewhat slow, the cast time, so people have time to react to it. So if you know they have some kind of movement ability or summon spell up, then try to slow them with that empowered E auto attack. And then, or you can wait for your allies to bait out their abilities and then you can use that ultimate, or you can try to flash in as well, that also works. Just be careful with how you're using this ultimate because it has so much impact in the team fight. It is what Sona is known for. Even though it is a weaker Seraphine ultimate, it's still really good. Careful with how you use it, because without that ultimate then you can't really do much. And of course focus on peeling your ADC guys, or whoever is fed, try to buff them up constantly, give them that aura, so we can use the ultimate here. Nice, another 2-man ultimate. Try to line it up so you can hit as many people as possible at once. Oh no, he had that Q. I'm dead as well. It's a bit greedy. But jungle and top lane are doing really well, so that's perfect for us. I'm just gonna buff people in the end, you know, give them those empowered effects and constantly heal them up, so that's our job as Sona. And the later we go into this game, the easier it becomes. We get a lot of items, we get really low cooldown on our abilities. We're just gonna constantly spam heals, so poking and such is not going to work against us. But she's very good in extended fights where she's able to constantly buff up her teammates. Of course, what she's weak against is burst. She gets bursted down before she's able to heal up and use her other abilities, then that's a really bad situation for her. So you want to be careful when playing against the assassins. You can go for exhaust. Normally some of the spells you want to be using heal and barrier. Barrier is also good against burst, but depends what your teammate is using, your ADC. If he has heal, then you can go for barrier. Most of the time you want the ADC to use exhaust though, so you can take heal, so you have even more heal for your teammates. I don't know what Corki was doing. Oh, and he one-shot Syndra. So yeah, that's why you don't underestimate Corki's damage. He's also another late game scaling carry in the mid lane. He's going to outscale a lot of mid lane champs. His damage output is ridiculous. Another nice ultimate. I tried to extend the ultimate, you know, wait using it onto Twitch was within range. So yeah, try to hit as many people as possible. A lot of the times you want to be using that ultimate to peel your teammates, so when somebody tries to engage, you try to slow them with the empowered E auto attack, and if that's not enough then you can also use that ultimate. But when you are ahead, you have really strong teammates, then you try to go for multiple stun on the enemy team so your teammates can finish the job. So of course this game is going really well for us, and when you are ahead then of course you can get the Magi Soul Stealer, so obviously you want to be starting with a... Not starting, but early on when you recall you want to get a Dark Seal if you're planning to buy it, and if you're getting stacks then you can upgrade it. The only problem though is that I don't like getting Dark Seal when I have a tier, because they take up so much space and you have limited space as a support in your item slot, so having both of these items means that you often will not be able to buy control wards. And vision is really important as a support because you are the one with most amount of wards in the game, so I only try to buy one of these items, either a tier or a Dark Seal. The tier is generally a safer choice though, because it doesn't rely on you snowballing, it just slowly scales up, so you always get value out of it. Unlike a Dark Seal and a Magi Soul Stealer, if you don't have stacks then they're pretty much useless. Oh, this Twitch is just getting blown up, nice. Oh, I only hit Darius right here. I was hoping Corki would also walk in, but that's actually fine. We're gonna win these fights here, so I'm just gonna stay nearby. the carries and buff them up. Especially this Camille is so fed in this matchup into a direct lane, so she just outskills times a million, so just give her all the buffs so she can do the killing part. Of course, when you want to engage guys, you also have a ton of movement speed because of that Yeagerlol, so when you catch somebody out of position, then you can pop that active, then you can also use that E, so you get a ton of bonus movement speed, and then you can run people down. Of course, that active also helps to disengage, so you see enemy team running at you and they're going to win, then you can just pop that active as well and then just run away. So now you pretty much have, or you almost have, your two main core item, the staff and the Yeagerlol. So this is where Sona starts shining. You also need that level 11 so you get even more CDR on your basic abilities. When you have that, then it's your time to shine. Because at this point you're really powerful in team fights, you have a ton of mana so you can just spam your abilities. Constantly empower your teammates, heal them and give them a bunch of shields. So you're going to win these extended fights for sure. Oh, that was not enough damage. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's shield bow. Passive shield is pretty annoying to play against, so if we have somebody who can build Serpent's Fang, that would be really nice, but we don't really have that in this game. We're gonna play for the soul, we get that dragon, then it's GG's. They have no way to come back, we have super skills on the team, we have a Camille and a Sona. Just 2 versus 3 right here, pretty easy. I can just constantly heal Camille up and make sure to give her that shield as well. And there we go, Twitch is also going down and we got the Drake as well. So we can actually go for the Baron right now. Looks like people are recalling, so that's alright. I can also get the staff here, so that is the next big power spike. So these are the core items you're getting right now, and then afterwards it's a bit situational. You can go for Ardent Sensor if you have a hyper carry or an auto attack heavy ADC. It's not very good on Jhin of course because he has fixed attack speed. But you know, you have a Twitch or something or a Vayne, then it's also really good. Oh, that's another guy getting one shot by a Corki. I also almost died, but I had the barrier, so it's all good. Let's go ahead and buy that Sapphire, so that's the core item we got, so now we are really strong. Now we just need to group up with the team, and then we just try to end it in the mid lane here, break open the base, get the inhibitors, and then maybe look for a final push. Remember, you have to stay far back in the teamfights, guys. You do not want to walk up unless you can get a really good ultimate off. Even when you get that ultimate off, you just want to back off. You are so squishy, you're just gonna get one shot by assassins, so just stay in the backline here, buffing up the mages, the AD carries, you know, let them do the damaging part, and you just make sure that you heal and peel for them when somebody tries to engage. Alright, so 2 inhibitors down, so we can just make the final push in the mid lane, or we can go bot and play the safe way. But people are resetting, so we also have to get out. Jin should not be mid right now, it's very risky. He's still playing against the Twitch though, so they can easily engage onto him. Safest way is to go bottom right now because we have nothing to do top and mid side, so the towers is still up here. Did he just waste his ultimate on me? Oh, that is a lot of damage. Well, that's what happens. Playing against the Fed Jin with the Infernal Soul, he has extreme scaling off of attack speed and bonus AD, so he will end up getting ridiculous numbers on AD. Yeah, that was the Sona guide, so I hope this was helpful. As always, thank you so much for watching guys, and see you all in the next video.